Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings. There were cadets from the Air Force Academy that would come and ski weekends. There were soldiers from Fort Carson that would come and ski.
Not because I want to go into the wine business, but because I think it would be fabulous to have a Sugar Loaf wine to serve in the hotel.
Have you ever seen a place that was once filled with fun, life, and energy frozen in time? Now it's just silent and broken. This is exactly what happened in the case of Sugar Loaf Ski Resort in Michigan. That place was once a booming winter paradise, and now it's all just memories buried under the snow. But what really happened for such a thriving resort to fail? Yes, we are going to uncover the rise and fall of Sugar Loaf Ski Resort and its unforgettable history. If you are as curious as I, then let us dive in without any further ado. The story of Sugar Loaf Resort started in the late 1940s, just after World War II. At that time, America was full of energy and hope. People were thrilled to travel and enjoy their lives. Skiing became more popular in many snowy parts of the country. In 1947, three men, Stanley Ball, Hans Teichner, and Art Huey, came together with their small dream and opened a small ski hill in Leelanau County, Michigan. They called it the Sugar Loaf Winter Sports Club. Something that was started as small started to gain attention, and more people started coming there. At first, there were only a few rope tows and a simple warming hunt. Soon, all the people started talking about this. This was like a dream come true. But little did they know that this dream would be short-lived. But even though many people came there, they failed to make enough money to successfully run that. And after 3 seasons, they had to face the harsh fate and had to shut down the resort in 1950. But does the story of Sugar Loaf just end right there? Well, it wasn't over. In 1962, something really unexpected happened. A couple named Jim and Pat Ganter believed that the place had some potential, and they tried to make it work.
Personally, and a group of us are proposing that he include bike trails, especially for fat biking in the wintertime, bring people there, have an amenity of the resort.
That was when Sugar Loaf Resort started. They did not simply open it, they gave that place a complete transformation. They added ski lifts, built more trails, and opened a hotel. They also added an indoor tennis court, a golf course, and even an airport runway. So, what did they aim for when they reopened this resort? Yes, like you all think, they wanted this place to be a full-year destination. And guess what? It worked. People started to come there not just to ski, but to relax and enjoy every season. It would be snowy in the winter, and it would be peaceful and green in the summer. Soon after, this resort became one of Michigan's top vacation spots. They became really popular, or we can say, the Sugar Loaf was at its absolute peak during the 1970s. It had 9 lifts, more than 40 runs, and night skiing. That's not it. It also had a ski school, snowmaking equipment, big events, and a loyal community of staff and even locals. Thousands of people started visiting the place every season. But something that you need to know is that this resort was not as flashy as some bigger resorts. The Sugar Loaf had its own charm, that homely feel and peace. Even the local community started to grow because of this resort. It created more job opportunities, and businesses that were nearby started to thrive. You will hear many interesting stories about Sugar Loaf when you ask someone there. It was more than a resort to many people. Their lives unfolded in that place.
The city entered into an agreement with Vail Associates, who had hoped that they could use it as a feeder area, that they could have people who could learn how to ski, enjoy the ski there, and then eventually move up to Vail and ski the larger mountains up there.
But things started to change gradually. You might know how expensive it would be to run a resort like this. It needed constant maintenance, good snow, and of course, more crowds. Snowfall became less predictable, and the winters started to become too warm. Eventually, the bills piled up. Did they overcome this situation? Well, I would not say that. As the 1980s began, the financial condition became even worse. The Empire Bank took control when the resort defaulted on a loan in 1981. This was the beginning of a long, slow decline. The Sugar Loaf Resort went through multiple owners over the next 20 years. All of them were determined to make this work. The The reality was harder than their dreams. All the things in the resort started fading, and the visitors started noticing everything. In 1997, the resort was sold again. It was bought by a businessman. At first, everyone thought that he would be able to make a change. He always talked about bringing the Sugar Loaf to life. But like we said earlier, all these attempts failed miserably. Even the employees started to get angry and disappointed when their wages were late. Nothing ever improved after that. Everything went downhill. That's when Sugar Loaf decided to shut down. It happened in 2000. Now, you might think that there would have been some kind of farewell party before closing it, but you are all wrong. There was no goodbye party, no warning. Just one day, the door closed and it never reopened. Then it entered a whole new chapter, abandonment. The resort sat empty for over 20 years. There was no human activity, and because of that, nature slowly took over. The windows broke and the mold started spreading. Everything was left in place. The ski lifts were still there, but all rusted. The urban explorers started finding this place really curious, and they started sneaking in and posting videos online. They found untouched dining tables, paperwork, and whatnot. It was like the people had just walked away. The locals wanted the resort to reopen. But deep down, they knew that the story of the Sugar Loaf came to an end. But this did not stop people from trying to make it work. In 2005, a woman bought the property for more than $5 million, hoping that she would be able to bring it back. But the challenges that she had to face were never-ending. Legal issues, lack of funding, and many more problems came in her way. Many people tried to start something there and to bring back the Sugar Loaf, but nothing worked. After all these dramatic twists and turns, in 2021, the final chapter of the Sugar Loaf Resort started. The decision to demolish the building was made, the crews moved in, and one by one, the buildings were demolished. The hotel, the condos, the tennis dome, and even the main lodge were demolished. And in 2022, there was no Sugar Loaf. All that remained was an old runway and a patch of land that held memories of that place. The demolition was painful for many people. The people started commenting on their experiences when the videos of Sugar Loaf were posted online. But the spirit of the Sugar Loaf has not totally. The place still holds some mystery. Some local feels the connection when they visit the place. After looking at everything, we can say that there are many reasons for this resort to fail. It was a mix of bad weather, different travel habits, poor management, legal issues, debt, and bad luck that led to the failure of Sugar Loaf. This resort did not fall all at once. This happened slowly, piece by piece. Even though the Sugar Loaf is gone, the memories still live. Many people learn to ski at that place. Many people spend their holidays there. Yes, it is indeed filled with memories. Sugar Loaf was not just a resort, it was the dream of many. It was like a little slice of winter magic that made everyone happy. Now the buildings are gone, but the memories that this resort gifted are still alive. The spirit of Sugar Loaf is now in our hearts. What do you think about these guys? Do you think there was a solution for bringing back this resort? Do you think the owners were not serious about bringing this resort back? Do you have any memories linked to that place? Let us know your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you show us your love by giving us a thumbs up. And for more similar content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.